This is the Parker's Couch with Cameron, Carlon, and Carl, the Parker brothers. Some material is for a mature audience. Sit back and enjoy. Do y'all think that there is a responsibility for Caitlyn to be vocal?
I don't think it's a responsibility for her to be necessarily vocal, but you can't be blind and act like it's not there. That's the issue I have. Girl, come on now. You've heard it. Somebody's told you.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Parker's Couch and our special Father's Day and Juneteenth.
Happy Father's Day.
What's up, brothers? It's your favorite host, Cameron Parker, and his co-host, Carlon Parker, and his other co-host. We can name you a co-host at this point.
At this point.
I think I'm going to redo an intro for a new co-host.
The most handsome, the most debonair, the eldest.
The eldest.
Carlon, do you think he's put in enough work? Has he put in enough work?
I reckon so. He's lasted long enough. We've hazed him enough.
Okay.
Why?
I think we can do it. We can do it. We can officially name him a co-host. And maybe we might even have to redo a logo at some point. Now it could be all three of us.
Well, that sounds good.
We got some things to talk about. Some things to work out there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out that branding thing.
We'll figure it out. The branding, of course, is going to launch us into that space.
That's right. And we're doing well. Thank y'all too for the listeners out there. The numbers are doing great. It's consistent. And
you take a top. Come on, Pop.
We enjoy doing it. We enjoy talking about everything we're doing, and we enjoy having y'all out there listening to us. And awesome. I'm going to enjoy ragging on my brothers on their little prediction.
Here we go.
Dallas winning games.
I should never bet. I should stick with my motto and never bet on Dallas for anything. I don't know what I was thinking.
I led you into a ditch. I'm sorry.
Following my big brother. He's my hero. And he followed and I went into a ditch.
I should have followed the eye test.
Yeah.
My eyes told me that one Luka Doncic could not play defense.
Cannot. We all knew this.
And was not healthy.
He's like 80. Is he even 80%? I don't even know.
I don't even know.
And even if he was 100%, he can't guard. So, and I will say this: I slept on how talented Boston is,
and how deep they are. They are so deep.
7 to 8 guys. Well, really 8 guys that, when Porzingis is healthy, 8 guys that can contribute in a big way.
Yeah,
because you got Hauser, Pritchard.
Yep.
Horford.
Tillman now come off whenever.
Tillman
well, we got to give you credit. Got to give you credit. You did call that one now. That Porzingis injury that came.
Well,
you did.
Oh, that Porzingis cannot stay healthy.
No.
But
what's our model with tall players?
With Tillman, that's 9.
Yeah.
With Tillman, that's 9.
What's our motto with tall players?
We don't trust tall players.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
They're just going to be hurt.
They're just going to be hurt. You can see in life, you don't see a bunch of really tall people walking around later in life, right?
They don't last very long.
It's just not, the body is not supposed to be it's just not common.
Stop it.
I mean,
we average height.
No, we're talking about massively tall. Like,
we talk about 7-footers.
7 feet.
Now we got JP that's close to that. We got the
check on him. Yeah. Check on him.
he need to cap it off right where he is right now.
Right where he is. Exactly. Once you hit over that 7, it's a whole different. That's just a whole different ball.
It's out to the Giant territory,
and everybody.
It's a different animal there.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, what do we think about this series, y'all? What happened? Because I remember you two telling me very clearly that Kyrie was going to go off. Now, them first 2 games.
Did we say that?
Them first 2 games, y'all was like, "Oh, he about to give it to Boston. He right back in there." From them first 2 games, I give him the third game. He played well. He played really well the third game.
Yeah,
I'm ashamed of our prediction there. My prediction, I'll stand on it. I did say Kyrie was going to give it to him, and he laid a dud. And both
Boston games was horrible.
He looked
horrible,
almost afraid.
Yeah,
he looked old. I was like, "How old is Kyrie again?" He looked very much like the latter end of his career in the first 2 games.
Yes,
and especially in game 2, Boston was like, "Please beat us. Please come and take the game."
They handed it to him. Yeah. Come on, you can have it. I don't say we want it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't, because that's one thing about Boston. And we say this all the time, Carl. Like, they will let you back in a game.
Oh, they'll let you back in the game.
That even happened game 3. They was up what? They was up 30? So much.
30 points.
They were up 21, and Dallas brought it back to 2.
Back to 2 in no time.
And in a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes at that.
It's because they shoot too many devilish threes, as you said, Carlon.
Yes.
Oh, I can't stand it. It burns me up.
But that's Mazzulla's.
That's the philosophy.
That's his philosophy. What do you guys think about the coaching battle between Kidd and Mazzulla?
I was surprised. I thought Kidd would have the upper hand, but I think Mazzulla
high on Mazzulla for some reason.
I have not been high on Mazzulla. I just think he made a lot of adjustments in the game. But I think he has done a good job of making the right lineup changes at the right time, leaving a hot man on the floor. I think some of the coaching tips he gave them from what they were reporting on the sideline were helpful. Saying things that they needed. They'll be tough and don't overpass. Because Boston has a habit of overpassing, which gets on my nerves. Like they'll pass up a
layup all the time.
A layup for a 3-pointer. Yeah. So to me, I thought that was good advice. But to me, I was surprised that Jason Kidd is getting his head beat in on the sideline. That's really surprising to me.
I will say I'm surprised. I thought Kidd was the better coach coming into the city.
Yeah.
Me
too.
However, Joe Mazzulla has absolutely outcoached Jason Kidd this.
Absolutely.
And
without question.
Well, and part of that is Luka Doncic.
Let's talk about it.
Part of that because all Mazzulla has done is picked on him the whole series.
Oh, he's been picking on him so bad.
They go right at
him.
They always get him in the pick and roll action.
Yes.
Which Tatum and Brown just drive him to the basket every time because his feet. He has terrible feet and no want to on the defensive end. So
agreed.
I mean, in one respect, I can't say that Kidd was so thoroughly outcoached. It's just he doesn't have the personnel to defend.
True.
All they're doing.
Where's the bench, y'all? Where is Tim?
Well, that's why I went with Boston, because I feel like Dallas's bench, beyond Lively, they kind of just like disappeared.
They disappeared.
Nowhere.
They haven't. I don't know. Hardaway is like a shell of himself.
Yes.
They were big in the Timberwolves series. That's why I thought they were really contending because the bench. I thought the bench could match Boston's bench when they were playing in the previous round. but they have disappeared this series.
I would say this: Luka has not relied on Jones, Lively, and Gafford as much as they did previous series.
Yeah.
You know, those guys were in series. They are,
you can't have
really
Jones having 2 points and Gafford having 6 in home games.
No. Yeah.
Like, I'm really confused because what happened to all the lobs and the high flying and just this?
That's Luka. He's been the ball a lot. So I've been watching their sets, and when those guys slip, it's normally out of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's holding it.
He's holding the ball a lot.
And he's missing lob.
The assists are down, and shooting percentage is terrible.
Yeah.
It is a high volume.
And he is firing them up.
Yes.
He is the reason, he is the sole reason they lost that third game.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
Kyrie
was cooking that game. Yes.
And they went away from him. Kyrie had 20 in the first half.
Yeah.
And was cooking second half, but Luka kept pounding the rock.
I didn't get it. I didn't understand. And then Luka falling out. Luka
more ridiculous.
Can
we talk about that? How ridiculous those fouls were, just because he's mad,
so lazy,
and tired.
Just why so much time talking to the refs and complaining and all that. He's trying to draw all these crazy fouls on the other end, always falling down after shooting 3-pointers and all this stuff, and then making these lazy fouls, and then just sitting there complaining instead of being in the game. I don't know. He's cost some valuable points.
There's that one legitimate foul. You remember, Cameron? We were watching at the same time when he dove in. I thought that's clearly a foul. They missed that. But he let that permeate, and it just stuck with him the rest of that fourth quarter. And he went, hey, you know what? In the mind, like he made some really dumb, just tragic mistakes that cost him the game, which they cut the lead down and they actually had an opportunity.
Exactly.
I think to tie the game up or even take the lead.
They
just lost it
and had a chance to tie it. Yes.
Yeah.
Or take the lead, like you said, brother.
Yep.
And what gets me is how petulant he was. I mean, he literally went to the bench and cussed everybody out on the sideline.
Yes.
And effing challenged the foul.
You fouled. Like, what? I just can't. I can't.
I mean,
that was terrible.
Childlike behavior, selfishness.
Yeah. Agreed.
But, Rasheed Wallace said something on his podcast. He said, this is nothing new.
Yeah.
True.
Wendy said the same thing, brother.
This is nothing new.
Yeah.
He said the NBA is at fault for allowing him to behave like he has behaved the whole year and previous years. Just because he is who he is, they let him get away with. Hey,
that's okay. Yeah.
Just think about Draymond Green.
Please.
He would have been teed up so fast so many times.
Up so many games.
What would happen to him?
We know what would happen.
Like what you said, brother, with Windhorse.
Yeah, Wendy was saying to.
He gave him the business.
He said this goes back to international days. He said I followed Luka for many years, and nothing's changed.
Yeah. And he said if he doesn't change that and change his body,
hello, he gotta lose weight. I'm sorry, he's got to lose weight.
That's what.
He's like an offensive lineman out there running stuff like, my God, like you. This is just not going to work.
I mean, talent is we see talent is going to get you very far. We see he's in the finals, but to close the deal,
to win
to win, you have to do that extra layer.
You have to have the intangibles.
Yeah,
the intangibles win championship. Like Brady, when he made a speech about greatness, when he said, being great, you don't really have to have the most talent and be really special. Right. You have to be consistent.
That was so true.
You got to sacrifice. You got to give something up, Luka. Something got to go. Yeah. Beer, whatever, chicken wings. Something got to go.
He's consistent on growing that belly.
Finally, when Luka was talking to his dad in the Western Conference Finals, Luka was talking to his dad, had a beer in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It was so smooth. He walked right on up there, took the beer out of his hand, and kept right on getting up.
Wait, who did that? You said
Michael Finley.
I don't remember this. Wait, no, I think I do remember this now. Yes.
He was up there. It was live.
Mm-hmm.
And he just walked up to him, grabbed the beer, and kept right on moving. So smooth. Just like I gotta protect dude, man.
Yeah. That's what you need.
We getting ready to go to a finals, and you out here chugging beer.
Come on now.
Chugging beer.
Come on now.
But that just speaks to who he is, man.
Oh, on the other side, like, what are y'all impressed by with Boston? I know it is. I know, Carl, you threw out there about Jaylen Brown being the best player. He's showing that. I mean, he's MVP right now.
Yeah, he's MVP clearly.
Well, I'm going to give kudos also to Derek White and Jrue Holiday.
Jrue Holiday, I love me some Jrue. Jrue Holiday, he's a championship player. He's a baller.
That was one of my the X factors.
Yeah, you said it, brother. Cameron, give me credit. You
said it, and I was wrong.
Look at there. When does this happen in our society? Someone said that they're wrong.
I was wrong. I said Kyrie was going to do him, and Jrue had locked him up. So,
Jrue has been phenomenal on both ends. Like offensively, especially game 2, he really carried the team offensively too.
But it's that. Think about how many minutes he's played. So in the first game, he played 38 minutes. Second game, 41. Third game, 42 minutes.
Oh wow!
And all of those minutes, no turnovers.
Oh wow! I didn't.
What a heavy player.
No turnovers.
No turnovers.
That's crazy.
So that tells you what they got when they made that trade.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
When they made that trade, I was like, they're definitely going to be in the finals.
What was Milwaukee?
But
that's Milwaukee.
I don't know.
Because that was, they were tight too.
That's why Freak was mad. He was mad as all get out.
Yeah.
And I think we all understand why. Like, that's not part of the heart and soul of the team right there. A key member of the team.
The defense. He was the head of the snake.
Defense. Yes.
He was the head of the snake. And he and Derek White, they are the head of the snake now. Well, and you got to put Jaylen Brown up there because that son of a gun can play some defense.
Boy, and the yams he has had.
He's dunking all over everybody.
Gosh.
He ripping everybody, dunking on everybody.
He has punished them. And what tickled me though was in the first game of the series, he just picked Luka's pocket like two.
Yeah.
Oh yes, when he picked this
at midcourt.
He picked him twice at midcourt and dunked it.
Yes.
I said, this boy here, he has come to play.
He
And
definitely has.
and he's cut his turnovers down because that's his big bugaboo. Like
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
handling the rock. He's
And
done a good job.
he's shooting so much better too. Just
He's shooting the ball a lot better too. Yep.
He's 50% shooter. Like his field goal percentage is 50%. And I mean, he's just so efficient, man. And even though I hate this term in basketball about a two-way player, because it's
Everybody's
not
supposed to be a two-way player. It's designed for everybody to be a two-way player.
all is when you go
both ends, baby.
You gotta play on both ends.
but
But he really is.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah.
But you see
I
his
get what you're
assists.
saying.
I've been impressed by his assist numbers too.
yeah.
He's like been getting like about over 6 assists like every game. Going with this,
Yeah.
I'm like, like where
Yeah,
is
they've
this
been
coming
very
from?
unselfish. I gotta give Tatum credit in this part. Like he's been extremely unselfish this on final,
He has
as opposed to the last one that we're in.
he has, but he just had no other choice because he shot terribly.
Oh, he's been shooting
Last
terrible.
We already know brother does not
Last
see it for
year.
him at all.
No. I tried to give him a little nugget. The brother's like, nope, we're not gonna do that today.
No, he played well last game. I will give him that. Game
That's all we
3,
need to
did.
give you is one game.
he played. I was happy for him, but he did go in the Jason Tatum mode in the fourth quarter.
When they had to come back, yes, that was part of the comeback demise.
He really did.
Small when the game gets tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just been his MO.
That's the evidence. I'm sorry we gotta go over on what we've seen.
I mean, he gets small when the game gets tight. 1 for 5. At 1 for 5, man.
Crazy.
And your boy Luka, why is he averaging more fouls than he is points in the fourth quarter? He's averaging 2.8 points in the fourth quarter.
How many?
2.8 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
Small.
Now that's small potatoes. Come on, small fry.
You supposed to be the second best player in the league?
2.8.
Say who? Who said that?
You know they always try to they put him in Joker. They always be like that 1, 2.
Yeah. USA.
Come
That's
on,
crazy.
From the States.
2.8. I didn't know that. That's terrible. And let me not forget, because y'all tried to clown on my man.
I know you're gonna say
that
your boy
has been switching off and sticking with him on D. He's been D'ing up Luka too on those switch offs. I'm like,
how are they let
Luka?
Cameron?
Yes,
you've never been this right before, but dog, you were spot on.
You were spot on, brother.
You were spot on. I'm gonna give it.
I got the games wrong. I got the games wrong, but I let that go. This ain't gonna be no 7 games.
Is it gonna be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep?
So
that's the question.
So Friday night they're about to tip off. If that, I don't even have my TV on, so I don't even know if they tipped off yet. But
not yet.
That's the question. Will there be a sweep? There's a high chance. There's a high
probability.
Like, I want to say no, because I just can't imagine someone getting swept in a final. Like, you got to show me something. You're a professional. Like, Dallas has to win this game, right?
What I have seen from Luka is that he pouts when he doesn't get his way, and when things go awry, that's when he goes in the shell. And I have seen them, just flat out give up.
Yeah.
And if I'm a Boston fan, yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead, Carl.
I think this is going to be a challenge to his legacy. Will he up tonight?
You can't get swept. this is a big old dent in his legacy. Getting swept.
It's a huge game. This is a huge game for him.
Yes. What were you going to say, Carl?
Like part of me is thinking that Dallas may win just because of that, because this is like a character game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
are you really a professional? Are you a true star in this league? So, but if I'm a Boston fan, I want them to close out tonight because we see the Celtics get tight. I know it's 3-0, but if Dallas wins this game and they pull off game 5, game 6 is back in Dallas. You know, it's a chance, but I'm not banking on that happening. I'm thinking Boston may pull it out tonight.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm going 5 games now. I have a minimum of 5. I think Dallas is going to win tonight. We'll see.
I say the chances are slim to none. It's when the teams go up 3-0 in the finals, they're 156-0. So
that Boston's winning the series. That's for sure. No doubt in that.
Okay. All right.
Just tonight. Well, all right. We'll leave that there. There's going to be more to talk about for these guys coming. Should we do it now?
Oh, God.
Should we switch to the other professional league on the women's side of things?
Here we go.
Not the one that AB said is what did he say? It's worthless.
That's what AB said.
Yeah, because I think some projections that the WNBA is going to lose.
We're going to lose $50 million or something this
year.
Yeah.
It was so funny because the post, whenever they were doing that, they were using Asia Wilson's picture and somebody else. I can't remember who else. They were like, don't stop showing Caitlyn now.
Okay.
About losing $50 million. That was funny. But our girl, Caitlyn Clark, y'all, like, it's just Yes. Caitlyn has become my girl. She's
yes, that's your
she's
girl.
The talk of the couch. So it has Trent. You got a problem, Carl?
Not ours, Carlon. Cameron.
No.
Cameron.
Not Carlon.
We have gone from the Olympic talk. That just seems like it happened 2 years ago now.
Oh, that was about 5 years ago now.
This week. Now to all where Caitlyn got questioned about her name being the face of like racism and stuff basically in the league, or people using her name basically to do the dirty work, to do misogynist, racist work. Her first response was not very well received.
Was it? Not at all.
By many. Desiree Carrington was definitely one who was out tweeting and had things to say about Caitlyn's response initially. Then a second question was asked of her again later at another moment that got more specific. And, Caitlyn gave, I felt like, a decent response.
The PR team had a talk.
Yeah, the PR team had a talk. How people shouldn't be using her name to do it, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, y'all, what? All right, let's go back because I was curious this week of the Olympic thing, though. What y'all thought about that? Did anybody feel away with Caitlyn?
Let's talk about that first.
Yes.
She was not deserving of being on the Olympic team.
She's
all right, Michael Wilbon. You sound like Wilbon. That's exactly how he started off.
I didn't hear Wilbon say. I got to listen to that.
I didn't either. But she hasn't won anything. She hasn't done anything in the league yet. Now, obviously, she was a very good college player, but professionally, this is something different.
Now, devil's advocate, it wouldn't be unusual for a rookie to be on there.
Her international play experience is zero.
Be
0 minutes of international play.
But how many girls are on that team?
What's the roster? Is it 12?
12, I believe.
That's correct.
And who you taking off?
So you're telling me she's better than the top 12 girls stars in the WNBA?
Is it
No.
about who's better though? That's the key question.
It's about
That is
marketing, or
the
is it
key
about winning
question.
the title?
It's about winning that title.
Oh, y'all know they're gonna win a title. And you don't need 12 great players to win no title. The women, they don't even come close to lose. It is nowhere near what the men's side is.
They came close last year. They were close for a half.
Yeah, boy.
But let's be real. We want to go out there and annihilate the competition.
Yes.
The other thing is there's got to be camaraderie amongst the players.
That's key.
I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you how Caitlyn Clark is not a good teammate.
She's not a good locker
We
room
talked
girl.
about that on the last episode.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's
She is not a good teammate. So, and you talking about people being together for a long time over there when they're playing in the Olympics.
Exactly. In a foreign country.
That is not going to work. Not with we talk about Luka being petulant.
Oh
Her
gosh.
Or what would she do during international play? They think she get roughed up now?
Wait, exactly.
Her brains out over there.
And Cameron,
yes,
Cameron, you have to understand the WNBA, NBA is just like the NBA. The international teams are getting stronger. It's
They are.
not
They are.
cupcake city like it used to be.
They are.
There's some challenges out there.
You're correct. I mean, but putting her on the roster, it's not like she was going to play that much anyway. The only person, we'll see what's going to happen with Chelsea Gray, because she still has been hurt. She still hasn't even played she hasn't played at all this year still, and don't know if there's going to end up having to be an alternate. Because I think Caitlyn, I can't remember if she's like a first alternate or a second. She's up there in the top as an alternate.
What about Arika Agumale?
I know. Well, that's why I say it's not always the best players.
Because she's averaging 26 a game.
You can have an amazing season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, I think Rebecca Lobo broke this down really well, if y'all saw that, when she talked about how long this team has been in the works and how
just got here.
And all the different times that they played together, and it kind of would have been precedented, because I even think when Candace Parker and Sylvia Foles, she made it, and Brianna Stewart, they made it as rookies.
Well, Candace never made it. She never played on the team. I don't think.
No, her rookie.
Okay.
Season. No, that was a travesty when she didn't make it during her.
With Gino's years.
Yes.
When Gino had that grudge against her.
When Candace was killing the league.
Yeah.
Clearly the best player.
Everybody and couldn't get on.
Couldn't get now. That was the real travesty.
Yeah.
But I think even with the rookies that did make it, what I was reading, that they did at least play with the national team once.
They played some international games, yeah.
Yeah.
This girl has no minutes internationally. That was my whole thing about it. She has no international experience. And to me, that's a prerequisite to be on the Olympic team. You have to have at least played internationally if you play the international competition.
Say so, Carlon. Say so.
That's his.
Y'all don't agree with Lisa Leslie, though. What Lisa Leslie said that months ago, she said, I don't know how that plane going to take off from the U.S. and Caitlyn
Clark take it off. In first class. That's how I'm take off, Lisa. In first class, baby.
She said that because she knew what Clark Mania was all about.
She knows
how to be politically correct. She's made sure that is. I love Lisa, but she's a PC girl.
Tell me about the racial aspect, though. Speak on that part.
Yes. So I'm really curious kind of what y'all think about this too, as well. Initially, Caitlyn was like, she has not seen like her name being, she was like, people talk about so much stuff about the league and about players, and kind of people right to talk about what they want to, and she hasn't seen stuff that's been used in like racist ways pretty much and all that stuff. That was the gist.
He has blinders on.
Yeah, that was the gist of her initial comment.
She's never seen this stuff. Okay.
Wait, brother, are you calling?
Because the black girl said, "Well, he haven't seen it. We should have." It's all around us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to. Let me pull up. I'm going to my Twitter right now to pull up Dejanay's character, and she was just recently in all the. That was another thing this week. I forgot about that when she put the clamps on Caitlyn.
And she did the hair taking.
Yes, when she was imitating her.
Yeah, when she said, "Oh."
The people were mad, boy. But here she goes. After Caitlyn's initial response, she says, "Dog, how one cannot be bothered by their name being used to justify racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and the intersectionalities of them all is nuts. We all see this shit. We all have a platform. We all have a voice, and they all hold weight. Silence is a luxury."
Okay. What? Silence is what? Ooh, that's a word right there, baby. Silence is a luxury. Oh, I love that. I'm feeling that one. I have a new phrasing. Thank you.
Is a luxury.
Silence is a luxury.
So that would be.
That touched my soul right there.
Okay. That was the initial one. And then whenever she got asked more directly, people was like, okay, we need to give her another chance. About people using her name for racism, misogyny, and all those things. She said something to the fact of, it's disappointing. People should not be using my name to push those agendas, blah, 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 going on to it. So do y'all think, because there's been a lot of commentary about this, and guys, people blowing up on Stephen A's take and stuff today too, and he's getting roasted by all the Caitlyn Clark. They're like, "Oh, you singing a different tune now, Stephen A." There's like, "Oh, the elites done got to you. The woke mob done got to you now." So they all
that's classic Stephen A. He be on one side of the spectrum this week, and the next week he go on this side.
Classic.
Do y'all think that there is a responsibility for Caitlyn to be vocal about things happening?
I don't think there's a responsibility for her to be necessarily vocal, but you can't be blind and act like it's not there. That's the issue I have. Like, you can't say, "Oh, I don't see it." Girl, come on now. You've heard it. Somebody's told you. Somebody, your family's told you. Even if you haven't seen it or heard for your own two eyes, you've heard it somewhere.
What you know what they say about her boyfriend and her brother?
No, on the Trumpers.
Oh, when now Twitter has made lights private now. If you don't know, now
it's really convenient that happens now.
Really convenient. But her boyfriend and brother were always liking messages that were going after like all the black women in the league. And was saying like all like racist things towards them, or was like, whenever they're coming for Angel Reese and all this stuff about Caitlyn, they were liking all those tweets.
And we're surprised, right?
I don't know why anybody would be surprised.
Right. Exactly.
So how in the world can you not understand that this whole thing with Caitlyn Clark mania doesn't have anything to do with race? Because these black women have been hooping a long time before Caitlyn. Asia Wilson is the face of the league, should be the face of the league. However, we spend all this time on Caitlyn Clark. Why? Because
white is right to them, baby.
How your boy said? What's that Travis say? She's a straight white woman.
Yes.
And the left can't take it.
Oh, there's so many tweets today about how they're attacking a straight white woman. And they say that people don't know how to react to black lesbians being the aggressors and stuff. It doesn't fit the narrative, as if like black lesbians are coddled in society.
I haven't been coddled in any way, shape, or form in life.
I don't understand that comment.
It's very strange.
That's a strange comment. I don't understand that one. That's way out in left field.
It's just become very political like that. It's so political. It's crazy. You got Nikki Haley and people like that weighing in on this stuff.
It's just gotten to a place where it's just really, really ugly. It's an ugly sound in this country. I'm sorry. It's what it is.
It is. It is. I think she is gonna hopefully. Well, I don't know. It's a different time now. You know, it's not the time of MJ that Republicans buy sneakers to. We're not in this time period anymore.
That's all gone.
It's not the Charles Barkley, like no role model. What Charles say?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm not a role model. No, that's not gonna work today.
It's just a different era.
It is.
Like I don't.
Everything is so clickbait now, man. I don't understand it.
Yeah, she gonna have to adjust.
Carl, she's gonna have to. Carl, what's your stance? Do you think she should speak out? Or what do you say?
Speak out on what? Race?
Like the question. What's the question?
Yeah, like if she should be vocal about the way people are using her name, like in this sense, and even like combating, talking about like how it's racism towards her. Like that's a dominant thing that's out there.
Well, sure. Will she? No.
I think we got to answer to that one. You know that's not happening.
And I think it is just the mindset of white America, and actually, where is Caitlyn from?
That's a good question.
She's from Iowa.
Man, I know she played at Iowa, but I don't know if that's where she's from.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can look up and see.
I think
somewhere in the Midwest, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, she's from Des Moines.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I thought she was from there. So you got to think about the region she's from.
Yeah.
And
very true. That's the most
democratic city in Iowa. However, an Iowa Democrat is not like a.
That ain't. Yeah, I was about to say that's almost like the Jesse Helms back in the day.
Right.
I mean, you might as well have a sheet over your head. That's what those Democrats are like out there.
Exactly.
And truthfully, most of the people out there are like that. I mean, they don't.
Very true.
They're not kind to black folks out there in the Midwest.
We've dealt with a couple, haven't we, Cameron?
Yes, we have.
And it just is what it is.
That's very true.
They are almost like the Deep South.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Caucasian Americans.
Yeah.
Agree.
They don't have much. They don't interface with.
Not a lot of diversity there.
Because of where they're living.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a bias against us because they've never really interacted with us. So they're going to take societal norms and whatever things that society has placed on black folks, the stigmas that black folks carry, and they base all of their interactions off of that. So I don't foresee her taking a stance against racism because she probably really doesn't care about it.
Well,
She don't understand. The only thing
No.
I just hate when like people place kind of people in this. Like you're just assuming people even have understanding
Yeah,
of
Right.
this stuff. Like she's
Yeah.
not.
she's
She has
not
no idea.
enough to even.
No, she has
No.
no idea.
And like I said, she doesn't care. Why
Right.
would she even
No.
care? She's never been around a whole bunch.
What days when they say silence is a luxury, not caring is a luxury. Like
It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
they have a
what you're
luxury of not caring.
not knowing is a luxury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I know. I agree.
Well, one more thing I want to say to
Mhm.
move on, but this is why I always rock my Paige back her, because whenever she got the award, that ESPY award,
Yes.
what did she do?
She
She
shouted
recognized
out black women.
everyone before her because she know that black women dominate the sport, and she's very gracious, and she understands the landscape,
Yeah.
and she understands where we are in today's climate and why she has to do that. And that's why for her to be acting like she's so blind and she doesn't know. There have been plenty of examples out here for you to know. So
Yeah.
I'm not buying that.
And you know, and you can even go to Cameron Brink with this year.
Cameron Brink this year, exactly.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago or whatever, when she said there's a privilege for younger white players of this league, especially the feminine ones.
Hello?
And she talked
Right.
about like the privileges and stuff that they have. Like there are people who are aware. And I'm right with I'm like, Cameron, that's my Cameron Brink.
I was like Cameron.
Yeah.
I was like Cameron.
And
Yeah.
she went in and talked about all those layers and stuff. There are people who understand. Caitlyn's not one of them. She's
Yeah.
not at all. Well, we'll leave that where it is because, you know, I'm never going to say the Caitlyn talk is over. One day it will be. One day people are going to stop scrutinizing every little thing. Stop looking at every foul that's committed against her. Stop looking at it's just the way she's
How
done.
about they win a game? Win a game this season.
They won the other night now. They won like 3 now. They're on a little.
Did they? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Leah Boston
Good.
had like a career night.
Come on, Leah.
Yeah,
went
she
off.
did. So why is it that it's okay for every rookie in every other sport to get picked on, but not
I don't know.
not this sport?
People for some reason people feel like people owe her something. Like it's just strange.
Because these quarterbacks that come out, rookies, they get their heads knocked off.
They get the hell beat out of them. Look at your boy last year.
Why ain't nobody got ain't got no picket signs out there for them?
Okay.
It is strange. It is so strange. And I think something with the gender part plays a role in this too. Because, you know, like when it comes to white fragility in American history,
Oh, the white woman
it always starts with the white woman.
Yeah, the white woman has to be protected.
Nation and all this stuff and everything, and like how it is about like protecting white women from the scary black people.
Yeah,
and that
it's the foundation of our country.
Yeah, and that you can see that
just think about
playing out here.
Think about how every city, every black city that was, prominent back in the day and that was destroyed by white people.
Mm-hmm.
What was at the crux of that? Somebody said something to
a white woman.
A white woman.
Yes.
Somebody allegedly raped the white woman.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Allegedly did this. Tulsa.
Absolutely. That was even with 1898 in Wilmington. Based
Wilmington.
As well.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. You're right.
Rosewood.
Yep.
The same thing. So,
and really, what really spurred lynchings?
Yeah. So
really pick up.
That plays a part. You guys hit it on the head there. That plays a part, brother.
But people I think it is like subconsciously, I think with some people too, it's like consciously and subconsciously. I don't know. But it is a clear direct link of the way our country has been built.
Yeah.
On that note, that makes me want to go like straight into the. We can bounce around too, but because it makes me think of what she brought up Tulsa, and we're talking about that with the Oklahoma Supreme Court ruling on Wednesday that struck down the lawsuit from the last known survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
So disgusting. So disgusting.
Will we ever get justice in this country? Is it ever going to be humanly possible for us to get any retribution or justice for any wrongdoers in this country? I mean, to me, I don't understand how you can get away with this.
I don't understand either, brother.
Like legally, how are you able to get away with this legally?
Well, I'm gonna like summarize it because I know even in the ruling they were like, while they think the claims are valid or legitimate, they were like, it doesn't fit Oklahoma's public nuisance law or whatever that. So now I was doing some research of what the nuisance law is, and there's like these differences between private and public. And when I was reading the public one, I was like, this clearly fits. Like, I don't understand why they were saying like it didn't fit what they
murder's okay.
Public nuisance.
Murder and destruction of property is it's okay. There's no penalties for that.
It didn't fit the budget. That's what happened.
So you know these red states are cash poor. The quote unquote blue state fund these red states, and now they don't have no money.
Yeah, didn't fit the budget. So,
okay.
How do we pay everybody else, but we don't pay any Black Americans?
Black people don't get paid.
Talk about it.
I mean, can you? Anybody with, well, these people are not empathetic, or they just don't care about Black people. Let's just be real. You know, we have been the backbone of this country. We have suffered tremendously at the hands of chattel slavery. And not only that, but we talked about Jim Crow in our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
All the discriminatory acts that this country has employed against Black people. I mean, it has set us back for ages. And you tell me that you can give a Japanese American money, you could give Jewish Americans money or Jewish people money for reparations, but the people that were the backbone of your economy, that actually spearhead your economy to make America what it is. If it wasn't for African slaves laboring in those fields for cotton,
tobacco,
you know, cotton was like gold back in the day. That's what.
Gold.
Oh yeah.
That's what.
It was everything. That's why we're the most powerful country now. Whatever.
Yep.
That's what made us who we are, a superpower.
That's how we got that moniker.
And you're going to say, forget those people.
That's what they did. Or and that's what they do. Continue.
Okay. We blew up your city. Yeah, we know that city was thriving and had businesses on top of businesses. And yes, you guys were self-sufficient there, but I'm sorry.
Yes. And you know what's crazy? It reminds me too how all this is like everything is really forming in. So I've done a couple of series too that y'all make sure y'all go listen. You know, all the people listening out there have been breaking down Project 2025. And one of the key in is the presidential transition plan for conservatives. And one of the key things in the first promise is like dealing with American family and protecting our children. That's how they label it. But in there, they talk about matters of, it's basically composed of gender and race. And they hone in on the race factor And, we all see it with DEI and how all that is going away. But now we see evidence of it happening in real life, like with this reparations thing. I think about, if you look in Evanston, you remember whenever the city became the first city to give reparations to their Black residents, they have now been sued.
Huh?
They've been sued.
Oh yeah, it's all out here, but yeah, the city has been sued for paying hundreds of Black residents $25,000 in reparations. And so that's a lawsuit that's going on and stuff too as well.
Is this the same guy that's suing the Black women organization for?
I don't know if it's the same one that's with the
grant.
Yeah, with the grant, which is
and
crazy.
What city is this? You said
in Evanston,
Illinois,
and the Chicago suburb.
Yeah.
Like, so now that is for that decision being made, and it's much like you're talking about, Carlon, like with I can't remember the name of the foundation.
The foundation, yeah, I know. I forget the name of it. Yeah,
the Black woman. She was just on Joy.
She's on Joy show.
Yeah. But that's so crazy too, because how Black women get only less than 1%.
Less than 1%. Less than 1% of all grants.
And you were still talking about this is not fair.
Less than 1%.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're only giving like $20,000 grant.
It's like $20,000 grant. It's not like a whole bunch of money.
Like this, it's doing what they're doing what we can. So anytime we do stuff to help each other, they even take that away.
That's so sad.
And this is the plan. And they're doing it by law. Like, it's crazy to me to just watch this stuff playing out. Reparations, I tell you, I don't know. And that Evanston, when I saw that they were being sued for that decision, I'm like, well, the city decided on this. Like, they cannot take it in their own hands if they want to do that for Black residents in the city, which all Black people should be owed reparations anyway. I mean, gosh, it's just crazy. And the thing about Tulsa too that gets me is that the city is making money off of the massacre, and none of that money is going.
None of that money is going to the survivors or the Black community.
No sense.
None of it.
So sad.
It's so sad. It's just, I don't know in what world this makes sense to people that this is okay.
It doesn't make sense. There's no world that doesn't make sense. Like you said, it's no world. This is bizarre world that we're living in. Earth is really ghetto. Like, I've just come to the conclusion, we're just the ghetto planet out here, out in roughly these tough streets of the universe.
Oh,
it's crazy.
I don't know. I talked to a couple of I talked to a couple of guys. They leave. They said, no, it's just the United States. They live in the country. It's just the United States. It ain't Earth.
But I don't know. It's a lot of authoritative nations out here that's winning elections, like in Germany, going back the clock.
It's a movement.
It's a movement. Italy has this fascist woman in here. This crazy stuff too. It's like it's all over the place.
Oh, Carlon, I just looked it up because you made me curious. And yes, the Evanston one I was talking about, it says this lawsuit is part of a larger movement to challenge race-conscious programs in all aspects of society. A lawyer with Gibson, Dunn, and Crutcher, who is representing the Fearless Fund. That's what it's called.
I think they did the affirmative action too, I think.
Yep.
So they're doing the coalition. It's like they're gangbusters. They're trying to take everything down.
They're looking at anything that's race forward. Yeah, that has been done, and they're going in and suing. They're just suing left and right. This is crazy.
But how are they winning these cases?
Who's sitting on these judges? Who's
judges that Trump put in the office? Y'all want to come your daddy Trump, and Trump likes the Black people, and he's one of us. Okay.
This is why elections are important. And even your local, when you go and vote for judges, all that stuff. It was one that like at a show we was at recently and whenever Shay was talking about how important it is to vote locally in local
Vote
elections.
actually, yeah.
It's like don't make it too complicated. Even if you don't know what's going on, she was saying how it's times it's like 2 hours before an election. I was like, let me go to Google, let me find out
what you vote for.
What.
Exactly.
It's important just to know. Don't just be putting any judge down there just because. You got to know what's going on.
You got that right, Jack.
It's crazy.
You ain't never lied.
And I thought for not paying attention. They've been playing chess all this time.
Oh,
they've always been about the course. And the party that represents us has very close to the heart.
It won't it won't do the authoritative things whenever they have the power to do it.
And like President Obama was getting blocked by McConnell. I wish he would have just said, "Fuck you! I'm doing executive order and I'm putting people in."
That's one of the things, and I understand like all the logistics, all this stuff with it, but especially in that last term of Obama, when you ain't nothing.
What are they do?
You ain't got nothing to lose.
I wish, I do. That's one thing that gets me.
I fought him on.
I fought that last term. Like,
you
knew who you're going against. But they didn't recognize that this enemy would be as low as they were. Because we had like pretty much a normal system, quote unquote. No, these people are not normal.
Well,
you can normal about these people.
You look at the courts now. I mean, eight of them are Trump and Bush.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like the Supreme Court it's a mess.
Oh yeah,
they're bought and paid for, and we know it, and nobody's doing anything about it. That's the part that gets me. You know they're bought and paid for, but we're not gonna do anything about it.
I think Obama had 2, Biden maybe 1 or 2.
Biden's only had 1.
One. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Obama's had 2. Yeah.
Yep. Obama had 2, Biden 1.
And there's a chance too. They're saying like Trump is probably gonna, if he wins, because there's gonna be 2 that probably retire.
Oh, if he wins, Thomas is retiring and Alito's retiring.
Yes.
Oh,
and so he's gonna put in some younger people for sure.
He's gonna put in some young 30-year-old people that's gonna be here forever.
Y'all, this passport, I might be having to get up.
We're gonna get your passport updated real quick, brother, because we gotta get up out of here.
Mine already updated.
I
got a fresh one.
You got a fresh? Yeah, mine goes out of date in September. I need to update that thing.
I'm going to the motherland. I'm going to Tanzania.
Okay,
Tanzania.
Research has been done.
I'm going wherever Jason's playing.
Research has been done. Tanzania is my spot.
All right. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now I need to research some Tanzania. I don't know nothing about Tanzania. So
look it up.
I have to look that up.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, we were talking beforehand, and I'm curious what y'all think about the get into another subject real quick. Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Trevor Lawrence, because y'all had some thought on this recent contract of his, 5-year extension, $275 million.
What has Trevor Lawrence done to get $55 million a year? What is wrong with these people out here? He is getting more than Patrick Mahomes, and he can't even hold Patrick Mahomes' jockstrap. So I looked at a stat. I think the top 6 or 7 the highest paid 6 or 7 quarterbacks have not won a Super Bowl, won a playoff game.
That's crazy.
Well,
some of them barely have won a playoff game.
Yeah, what Mahomes is doing is abnormal. Normally, teams win with a quarterback on a rookie deal or some kind of small deal. So That's been like the going thing in the NFL. Like, if you want to win, you got to keep that quarterback.
How in the world are we paying Trevor Lawrence $55 million?
I'm still stuck on that.
Don't know. You know how I feel about Sunshine, Cameron. We've had these conversations, and Sunshine, Justin Herbert, all these wonder kids, whatever, supposedly. I'm just, mm-mm.
I don't.
I'm not gonna pay
Yeah,
all these people this money. I'm not.
who's making these decisions? I feel like we need to run an organization, y'all. Because I don't. Why is this stuff more balanced throughout your players? Because I don't understand. You don't.
It's out of hand because of the agents. The agents are
Yeah.
not gonna take anything less than what the market says. I mean, they won't be doing their job if they didn't do it.
No, that's true. They won't be doing the job.
So what does that mean for Dak Prescott? Prescott's gonna get $60 million there.
Oh, he gonna get paid.
He's due a fortune. He's due your franchise.
Absolutely.
He's gonna be an unrestricted free agent after this season.
Yes,
He's gonna break the bank.
he's breaking the bank.
Insufferable. You think they talk about his money now? Just wait.
There's no way he come back to Dallas.
No,
There's no way.
No,
somebody will.
no,
we ain't paying them.
Somebody's gonna pay him.
That's why we got a insurance back there.
Who you got back there?
Trey Lance.
I totally forgot.
They feel Trey's been balling in camp. Let's see if
he's been balling in camp.
I feel like Niners gave him a little raw deal.
Oh, they gave him a real raw deal. They did.
Well, you know what the Niners do to light skins.
Shanahan is very impatient. Shanahan's like, if you don't catch on,
Carl, I hate.
I'm moving on to the next person.
What do they do to light skins?
Now we're not going to revisit that. That was a different regime. We had a racist head coach at that point.
Somehow I'm still a 49ers fan. I don't know.
I don't know how you are a 49ers fan.
Because I'm looking at it this way, Cameron. That wasn't our organization. That was Chip Kelly. Who still remember Chip Kelly being a head coach for the 49ers? Nobody.
This is accurate.
If you do only remember because of that situation with Mr. Kaepernick. Other than that, he never existed. So that's why
he definitely existed because we.
He's never existed in my mind.
We're not going to have revisionist history on this.
We can't.
He definitely exists.
Totally revisionist.
We can't revise that all day long.
Yes, we can.
I did want to ask y'all, since we're talking quarterbacks, I did want to ask y'all about Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, gosh.
And all this.
I want to deal with this all year. Oh, goodness.
You have
between him and Caitlyn Clark, between Aaron Rodgers and Caitlyn Clark, I don't watch any talk TV now because of those two. It's just too much.
Aaron Rodgers, I am disappointed in him.
Did you expect anything more?
I didn't expect anything more, but I am thoroughly
I don't think it's anybody can be any more disappointed in Aaron Rodgers. But at this point now, I just roll my eyes every time I hear the mention of his name. Oh gosh. What he did
I just loathe him and Caitlyn. They are it's the arrogance.
So arrogant. Did anybody I stopped following. Did they find out where Aaron was? Or did anybody know like what he missed it for, like what he was doing?
A charity event or something, possibly vacation, possibly. Who knows?
Get him out of the league.
No, I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of him. And this is gonna be all, and we're just starting.
Get him out of the league.
The finals about to be over. We about to get into the thick of just football. It's about to be glorious and it's about to be worrisome at the same time.
They're gonna talk about the same stupid stuff. Aaron Rodgers in the jet. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
You see how many games they have I think they were like in the tops with televised games again.
Who cares about Aaron Rodgers?
With the Jets.
Nobody don't care about the Jets.
Nobody. At this point. Aaron Rodgers.
Nobody
Aaron
cares
Rodgers has
about Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
I swear.
Who really does care about that's a good point. Who really does care about Aaron Rodgers like that?
How many Super Bowls has Aaron Rodgers won?
One
allegedly.
One.
That was like 50 million years ago.
How long? Please,
I don't know.
If you're gonna talk
about like 2010, it's like
Holmes.
12 years ago. It was like a whole career worth of time.
I know a Super Bowl is a Super Bowl, but dang, how long can you live off of a Super Bowl?
Apparently 12 years.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know.
And it's obvious he's been a bad teammate.
Obviously.
And just a poor leader.
It depends who you ask. Because some people swear by him.
No, he got his favorites.
Some people swear by him.
He's a bad teammate.
He's a selfish teammate, absolutely.
He's the Caitlyn Clark school of teammates. That's what you learned it from.
If he's selfish, he's a bad teammate.
This is true. Well, y'all, we're gonna have plenty of more time to talk about Aaron. I'm kind of ready for football to come back around now.
I'm definitely ready for football.
Yeah.
College football is going to be amazing this season.
Yes. There's going to be a lot going on.
All these good teams are in the same conference. What's Deion going to do year 2 at Colorado? Oh, there's so much to talk about. I can't wait for football season to start.
That's true. That is.
What's Alabama going to be like with Kevin DeBoer now?
Yeah.
Will Georgia still be supreme?
Yeah. All I care about is college
buy a championship.
College football, that's all I care about.
Are you sour over there? Until y'all start winning. Watch y'all start winning, and then you're going to be all like...
Well, that's not going to happen this year.
You know, it could surprise you. And congratulations to the Heels. Shout out to the Heels. Another walk-off win today. College World.
Did we walk off on Virginia today?
Yes, we did. We walked off on Virginia. I was watching Mr. Honeycutt. Mr. Honeycutt, man. Again. Another walk-off.
And also, congrats to Hubert Davis. His son is joining the team.
What?
That's a walk-on. You just see that?
Who cares?
Shut up. We don't care about that. We see nepotism behind words. Why not? Go ahead.
Who cares?
Go ahead and carry the water.
Who cares? I do want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, the uncles.
Yes, Happy Father's Day.
The
godfathers, grandfathers,
dads, the granddads,
absolutely.
You know, all the
baby daddies,
all of them. But you know, I will say this on my little soapbox. Men need to start stepping up and being leaders again.
Amen.
And this is the reason for the demise of our country, is because men have fallen back and not taking the leadership roles that they should be taking. And we are losing that true leadership, especially in the African American community. And fathers, we need to step up in our roles, not only as fathers, but leaders in the communities that we represent.
Amen.
So I know we take these days to get ties or whatever they give out for Father's Day, but really, fathers, we need to take this time to really think about what we can do better to make our country better, because right now it's not in the best state, and it starts with us.
Right. You heard it from
that's a word.
Himself.
That's a word. Thank you for that word, Carl.
Thank you for that word. And a happy Juneteenth to everyone too as well.
Yes.
This week.
The We cannot forget about Juneteenth. We got to have a Juneteenth episode.
Maybe we do. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Talk to
I'm
me.
down for that.
Special
Talk to me.
Juneteenth episode.
Yes.
All right. I like it. All right, brothers. Well, it's been real. We're up on the hour.
Yes.
Been a pleasure.
FYI, as we speak, Dallas is up by 24 points.
Hey, we already knew it.
Yeah.
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah.
They got to give Dallas a little bit of money.
Okay. All right, y'all. This has been a Rosie B production. You can follow the Parker's Couch on YouTube and TikTok. You can follow Cameron on Instagram at cdparker03, Carlon at Carlon1978, that's CARLON, and Carl at ParkC73.